So, I'd say this is by far the hardest fight in the campaign. Partially because Soji can be rough, and there's a completely different boss you need to fight immediately. That's right, this is a dual boss fight, meaning you need to plan at least 2 moves ahead. Thankfully, with this tactic it should be pretty doable, and dare I say, feel a little cheesy. Unlike my other guides, this one I strongly suggest changing everything to overcome. First and foremost, I stuck to ninja dual swords and respect around skill. This will boost ninjutsu power, something that will help a lot during this fight. For ninjutsu, I'd use Thunder and Calamity, Poison Shuriken, and Uncanny Bolt, though only the first 2 are a must. I use Shami as my guardian spirit, which is good for the Streams of Light skill. For skills, I use Patience of the Gods, Snakebite Technique, Dreadbringer, Illusionary Dragon, and Raffle Dragon on the ninja side. Common skills is whatever, though I would use Summoning Basics if you have it. This doubles summoning quantities, making it easier to get free damage during the fight. I also use things with shot talismans. Lightning is the best, but if you have other slots, load up. Water is the only real element that comes into play, though this is not a fight where I'd bother with it beyond armor resist, and even then, it hinges on if you get it with a nice roll. This fight is somewhat different from the rest, in that you're forced to fight close range. Going long range will result in rushes, which can be useful for baiting him. Just give him some space, wait for an attack, and punish. The window also allows for roughly 3 hits. Doing more will play into a counter, grab, or something equally bad. Interestingly enough, the trick is to not be too aggressive. The sword rush move, the one he does at the start of the fight, is the thing to watch out for. Anytime I got too aggressive, he would finish me off with that instantly. One thing I like to do is hit him with ninjutsu whenever possible. Lightning does a few grand, though the best outcome is poisoning him. They can also be used to stop rushes besides the aforementioned one at the start. Good way to deal with them, especially if it's the one where he runs at you. This lasts a while, can be maintained relatively easily, with it being a massive boon in the second phase. At the halfway point he'll become a lot harder to stagger, plus be a lot more annoying to deal with. The best case scenario is having him poison at this point. This will do 200 a tick, and a couple attacks with the occasional shrieking can deal a sizable amount of risk-free damage. As for dealing with him, your goal is going to be baiting ranged attacks. Basically, move far, hope he does either the move he starts with, or the one that does a 3-hit combo. To avoid these, simply jump and prepare based off what he is doing. For the initial move, it is always followed up by a red attack, so I would use String of Light. It is very forgiving on timing, even if it sometimes fails, though don't bother with follow-up attacks. If he does a 3-hit move, hitting him in the back will stun him for a couple blows. And if he does the long combo, I would just keep my range. Just remember, it's a couple of hits, red move, and then he throws a shuriken at you. Beyond this, wait for him to cough for free damage and pray he grabs. Out of all of his moves, that is the easiest one to deal with. Ideally, you won't use any summons or anything besides ninjutsu, as you're going to need it for the next fight. Here's the thing, this is not a hard fight. You're just not going to get much practice. Losing means you need to win the first fight again, and it is extremely easy to lose since he does massive damage. For this reason, I just got cheesy, kept my range, spanned summons, and limited my attacks. Honestly, the best approach is to do nothing unless he does a red attack, and those are extremely easy to counter. The goal is to ultimately do ranged damage, then break him with a red attack, followed by unleashing a fury of attacks. Once broken, he will go into the next phase. I just played the range game, and eventually it ended regardless of damage done. If you're good at timing, Strings is an easy hit for a bit of damage. Beyond this, just play smart and you should be good. Hey, thanks for watching. If you found this helpful, don't forget to leave a like, and for more content, please subscribe.